Everest! I just saw it. I have some thoughts. All right, so right off the top, this movie is sad, y'all. Like, it's been haunting my thoughts and dreams since seeing it yesterday, and yeah, it's really a bummer. That isn't to say that it's not good, though. We've got tons and tons of great talent. They've got Jake Gyllenhaal, although he's actually more of a secondary role. The real star of the movie is Jason Clarke. Robin Wright is in it, Josh Brolin, Sam Worthington, who we haven't seen in a very long time, Keira Knightley. So there's quite a lot of, A-list talent in this movie. Now, if you're not familiar with what the movie is actually about, it's not just a general movie about people trying to climb Mount Everest. It actually centers on Jason Clarke's character, who's Rob Hall, and he was the co-founder of a company called Adventure Consultants. I'm looking at my notes here because I don't want to mess any of the names up because these are real people, so I want to treat them with respect. Anyway, Jason Clarke's character, Rob Hall, co-founded a real company called Adventure Consultants, and basically their entire gig was leading people successfully to the summit of Mount Everest. They'd had quite a few expeditions by the point of this movie, which is in the spring of 1996, but if you are not familiar, in the spring of 1996, there was a Mount Everest disaster where there was a huge blizzard, and that was also sort of the tipping point of the commercialization of climbing Mount Everest. There was his company as well as a few other countries summiting Mount Everest that same spring. So it amounted to about 30 people trying to climb Mount Everest at once. So that paired with this blizzard led to a cataclysmic, disastrous event. Jake Gyllenhaal plays sort of a competitor expedition leader. His company's called Mountain Madness. So there's a little bit of talking about just the politics as well as the should we even be doing this idea of climbing Mount Everest. The answer is no, you shouldn't. So yeah, that's basically the meat and bones of what the movie's about. I don't really want to talk too much about plot points because they would all be spoilers, but overall, I'd say the movie is really, really good. It's just real sad. And I'm dead inside, so that's saying a lot. Typically, these stories are told to sort of get you all riled up and inspire you to go out and chase that train. I don't know what people do, but this movie isn't really super inspirational necessarily. It really begs the question. I mean, I've always been one of those people where anytime anyone does anything remotely dangerous, I'm like, why the f would you do that? That's insane. I won't even get on a roller coaster. But this movie doesn't really focus on why people do it that much. It does touch upon it, but more than anything, it reinforces the idea that these people are insane. If you were on the fence, maybe go ahead and read a little bit more about it in advance and see if it might tickle your pickle. But yeah, I'd say it's actually a pretty good movie. It's just a bummer. So don't expect to have, a jolly good time at the movies or whatever, because it will bum you out. So that's really it. I don't think that this movie will persuade you to go climb Mount Everest if you were considering it. But yeah, it's definitely a good movie. It's well acted. It makes you feel like you're in there with them. That's it for this review. Let me know if you guys are going to go check out Everest, or if you've already seen it and just wanted to compare notes, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to CineFix, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!
Also let us know if you've actually climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah, and live to tell the tale.